Oh gosh. Hello everyone! I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War campaign 16, week 10, day 7, final day. If you haven't finished it up, you got 5 hours, 56 minutes, and something seconds. Whatever that says. But yeah, of course, main reward there is the Kronos. Has the Hourglass mechanic, though still weaker than Daughter of Time. But still has that 4 times enchant and has a pretty interesting effect. But how it ends up working as well. Still never covered a video on it. Soon, TM. That and the Stellar Rex we still need to cover. But anyways. Aside from that, yeah, main goals for today. We shall be getting 300 total Vault Keys between Vault Keys, Pities, and Epics. Is the goal. The other goal, which I accidentally almost already did, which we're pretty much already at this point, is we are trying to get the second PvP pet. And we're currently sitting at like a few fights until we get the second PvP pet. I was grinding it and didn't wasn't really keeping track, and then I checked it again. It's like, oh, I'm like a few battles away. But did I do a few into it? I might actually be at 0 into it, but still. As soon as we do like 5 here, we'll be there. Yeah, I need to do 5 here, but it's yellow, so it's really quick. So it's gonna take like no time at all. Honestly, I almost feel like starting with it. It's gonna be so quick. Maybe the first thing we do once we go over all the weekly spoilers. But yeah, those are our 2 main goals. Get 300 total keys between it all, and I already have all the paloozas for it. It's just a matter of using the rest of the paloozas. And the other goal is to, I guess, just literally do 5 PvP fights, and then we get the second silver pet. And those are our 2 main goals. And that'll be every goal we had for this weekend completed. But before we get into all that, let's go, and also we gotta finish on Spire. That shouldn't be too long. We're pretty much at the end there. And of course, just standard dailies, but that's always. Anyways, let's go do the weekly spoilers. So, let me go bring it up. We got ourselves the Earthshakers event. So, the one that we're going to be getting for the Invasion event. So, we have 2 things, the Invasion event and the Standard Glory Troop. This one is for the Invasion event. It deals some damage to an enemy, and if they are a tower, it deals a bunch of extra damage as per usual, based on its ascension. Then destroy a column. So, basically, Standard Invasion Destroyer, but it has 50% scroll reduction, which is nice, and a little bit extra destroy off a column, which is nice. So, overall, I believe you do get to choose this column as well, so you have a little bit more choice with it. But yeah, he gets a decent amount of mana back, at least for like an invasion troop, so I can see this being okay. It's not the best invasion troop we've ever had. It's not the worst invasion troop we've ever had. Nice little middle ground there. That's basically everything it needs to be a good invasion troop. Just not one of the absolute best we've ever seen. As far as the glory troop is concerned, we got this little guy. He does stun an enemy and then deals some heavy splash to them. It seems like it only stuns the initial enemy though. Unless it is referring to all 3, in which case that's actually really good for early game. Stun an enemy and deal heavy splash damage to them. Yeah, that sounds like it only stuns your target. It's referring doing heavy splash damage to your 1 target. Which means you would stun them and do 75% damage to the 2 adjacents, but the 2 adjacents do not get stunned. Only your initial target gets stunned. Is how I'm understanding that. We'll find out tomorrow. But yeah, only your initial target gets stunned, and then you 75% damage the 2 adjacents. For like, it's still not too bad, but it looks like his damage might be a little bit lower. Like half his magic or something, because that seems like a bit of a low value, but I can never tell with these posts, because I'm not sure like what baseline they're really working off of. Aside from that, he does have stone skin, so if it does turn out to be like a triple stun, he'd actually be kind of good. Like if that thing was triple stun, he'd actually be an early game viable stun option. I'm pretty sure it's a single though, which even in that circumstance, I guess he's okay for what, like if you do a arena draft or something. But anyways, we also get this weapon, which kind of looks like the weapon they're holding. And is the Enor Mace. It explodes a bunch of brown gems, it grants a random status effect to all giants, then summons a random giant. So, if you've been missing out on not having a random giant summon for the event that we had this week, or, you know, the PvP one, where you had to use giants, well, give it a week or 2, or, you know, for the giant one to rotate back again. And you'll be able to use this mace for it, if you want to have a different option for it. And that's basically it as far as the official posts. As far as other things that we have going on, we do have the start of the holiday event. We can actually see that right in game right over here. If we go over to games and go over to here. The start of the holiday event is in 5 hours and 53 minutes. Well, this didn't really get delayed for the most part. I think it may have by a week, and now it's this time. The kingdom did. We were supposed to get a new kingdom before the holidays, but they ended up moving it to January 1st. So that did get delayed. However, we do still have the holiday event, which is starting this Monday. I'll be able to start earning points over the next 2 weeks to go get a bunch of rewards. I believe the outfit is still the same. It's just a troop and pet that will be different. So make sure to get them. I'm pretty sure it's the same outfit, though I'm not 100% certain on that. Anyways, we'll find out tomorrow. Under Spire, pretty standard. Just going to be for Stormheim. which ends up being... It doesn't even say it here. Stormheim's under Spire. Can I even remember which one that is? It's Frostfire Keep, because that's where all the fire and ice thingies are. But yeah, Frostfire Keep. I'm not sure why it doesn't show it here, but the faction event will be Frostfire Keep. Oh, never mind. That's under Spire. That's why. Oh. I'm looking at under Spire. Oh, it even says it right there. Frostfire Keep. Yeah, I'm looking at under Spire, not faction. Never mind. But yeah, standard under Spire is per usual. We have the invasion event starting up, which we just went over. Pretty standard invasion troop with a decent score reduction, even a little bit of mana accumulation. Faction, which is the one I meant to say, yeah, Frostfire Keep. Wednesday we have the pet rescue for the Cloud, which Survivor's Cloud was one of those original 6 that wasn't really that easy to max, so a lot of people probably don't have it fully maxed yet. So definitely a good idea to go get some more copies of it. And Thursday class event, obviously Titan. Titan, really good 50% mana start, really well-rounded, still one of the more well-rounded hero classes in the game. And this Friday, we have ourselves a faction event. This should be bringing in a new troop, the Frostfire Goblin. Oh wait, which is this associated to though? Ooh. So Frostfire Goblin. Wait. Hold the holds. Are we getting 2 Frostfire Keep events again? Remember the other week where we got 2 of the same? Well, I guess we don't have to cover that many teams. Well, that's one less video we got to go do. It's the same thing as the weekly video. Wait, are we really getting 2 Frostfire Keep? I guess so. We'll find out after this one ends in a few days. But yeah, I think we're getting 2 Frostfire Keep events in the same week. That's kind of funny. What was the most recent one that happened for? Was it Zolcaries? I think it was Zolcaries, wasn't it? I forget what it's called because it's a weird name. But Zolcaries faction, I believe, had 2 the other week. And now we're doing 2 Frostfire Keeps in the same week, which, at least from a team building perspective, is easier. Because whatever you use on Tuesday, well, we get ready to use the same thing on Friday. So pretty straightforward there. Man, anyways, that's the event week. So most noteworthy thing, holiday event starting. And that's pretty much it. That and the PvP system, I guess. Because this will be the first week we get to mess with the 7.3 PvP system. And some things, like for example this, which you currently have like almost no one to compete with, if not literally no one. This should be working kind of correctly by next week. There will still be a few things that won't be fully like to what it's supposed to be. For example, the battles here will probably still be a lot of placeholder battles until another week or 2 from now. We'll probably still see a ton of that. Maybe not so much in the Central Spire, but in like every other location, which are happening for the first time. Like if a color is happening for the first time, like if these are the other 3, like purple, red, and yellow. I mean purple, red, and what's the other color? Well, what am I missing? Purple, red, and blue. If these were like purple, red, and blue next week and all different, then yeah, they're all going to be like placeholder teams. But if any of these do repeat, they should start becoming like actual proper teams, which we should only really see in the Central Spire, as I believe it's the only one that's actually going to repeat next week. Every single other one will likely be something completely different. I don't know. We'll wait until next week and find out. Anyways, but yeah, we'll get to see exactly what changes up with that. And this leaderboard, not only will you get more points for it, but you also have actual competition. So it won't be as easy to get first, second, or third place as you were able to this week. And I don't think we're going for this leaderboard. We could technically this week, but I think I need to get like another 5,000. Yeah, not gonna bother. We could, but it's only for like 5 gold shards and 20 of those little silver thingies. And probably not worth it, especially since I only need to do 5 more fights to even get to that point anyway, so not really needed. We'll do bare minimum to go get the pets each week, and if that gets us leaderboard, it gets us leaderboard. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Anyways, let's start doing things. Speaking of which, we were just talking about it. Let's go do it right now. Let's go finish out the pet. We are currently only 15 points away at this point. We are currently at 735. I have gotten the bird, and now we need to go get the troll. So let's go get our final 15 points that we need for that and go from there. And anyways, hello everyone! Haven't done all those yet. And we're just using standard finesse team. I end up changing just to the double finesse. I got tired of the other thing, so it's like, double finesse. We covered the video already. Anyways, hello Isabel, hello Lester, hello Outlander, hello Draco, hello Mr. Z, hello Alex, hello, yeah, hello Lester, hello Outlander, hello Jodian, hello Bill Wahama, hello Cookie, hello Isabel, hello Logic Slayer, I'm repeating so many, hello Supernova, hello Alex, hello hello Haley, hello Tangy, hello everyone else who haven't said hello, hello Logic Slayer, welcome, welcome, welcome. Alright, so let's go win. All we have to do is win 5 fights and we got ourselves a silver pet. Should be pretty straightforward. Let's go do it. And then, might mess with dailies for a little bit. And then, we pretty much just throw paloozas until our keys total 300. And that's the game plan. How long will that take? Probably 2 hours. I would assume. Because I think I have to run like 6 more Paloozas. Everything else shouldn't take that long, though. Everything else should be pretty quick since we're pretty much already there. I already have all the Paloozas, too, so we don't need to do any verse farming or anything like that. So we are pretty much in the clear. So just reading back in chat. Will I get to the top 100 in PvP at the end? I could, but I'm probably not going to bother. I'd have to do PvP for about an extra hour. And, oh no, I'm probably not going to bother, to be honest. We could, but, like, it's going to be an extra hour for, what, 5 gold tokens plus, like, 20 silvers? That's pretty much no loot. So, it's not really worth it. If there was other loot we got for doing so or something similar, I probably would. But the amount of effort we'd have to put for how little we get in return, similar to even the old PvP leaderboard, just not that worth it. Even though they updated it, the PvP leaderboard is still extremely not worth it. Those little silver medal thingies are, at least initially, if nothing else. Like chasing them down and everything. And obviously, even after that, we'll probably still do the 6.5k every single week. Ideally off of chasing the silver ones. Yeah, we can relax and do the battle slow. We're not in Paloozas yet. Actually, my finger is starting to hurt from all the Dust Devil teams I was doing today because I was doing it on phone. So my finger was just like constantly tapping. It feels like it has like a slight electrical pulse to it. And I know for sure that it kind of does. Because I end up clicking on my, I ended up like clicking on the pad on my PC. And I literally shocked myself. I was clicking so much on the phone today that it literally got like a, I don't know, what do you call that? Static electricity? Whatever one the buildup is in it. Like, I literally shocked myself from it. From how much it fatigued from, like, constantly just clicking against the electrical surface. It was really funny. Happened a couple times today, too. Like, every single time I would go check something on PC, it's like, oh, shock myself. You started the DLC last night. It's a lot of fun. I have heard it is pretty cool. I have not seen anything yet, though. I have avoided all spoilers so far. But I have heard it is decent. I'm not sure if it's... actually, you could probably answer this. Is it better or worse or about the same as Sword and Shield? As far as, like, how much that second DLC did, do you think? Because I'm hoping it's better. Because it really needs to be, because I feel like the first DLC... Not that it was bad, but... It was pretty featureless. Like, it didn't really add that many more features. It had, like, a storyline and one little side game mode that you could play that was okay. But, I don't know, it didn't really add that many features to the game. Like, there was nothing you could keep replaying unless you just wanted to shiny hunt a ton. It gives you Arceus vibes? Ooh, that's interesting. That's interesting. But we'll be starting it this Wednesday. I hope to do it all within Wednesday and Thursday, but if it takes us longer, we'll go a little longer. But, yeah, Wednesday, Thursday. And maybe we'll throw one more in the weekend if, seems we still have a ton to do. Because the other one took us one stream. I think it took us like 10 or 11 hours, even when shiny hunting like 3 things. We had a whole shiny team, I think, by the end of it all. Between luck and going out of our way to actually shiny hunt. I probably won't be doing that for this DLC, though. But maybe we'll bring over some of our old shinies or something. I haven't really decided yet. We'll do something for it. Because we have to downgrade our team so we don't absolutely wipe everything. Yeah, let me keep clicking. Tyrion, have you tried the new DLC yet? Speaking of DLC, I'm not sure why. I feel like every single game's been getting updated recently. We still never did go back to Dave the Diver yet. Also, I did look it up. The new DLC for Dave the Diver is actually free. I was really surprised by that. I was definitely expecting it to cost, like, something. But, now that I think about it, I don't think they have any paid content yet. They've just been doing free update after free update. And I haven't played any of their free updates yet. Anyways, let's go get the pet finally. It is time. PvP shop. It has been done. Let me just double check. 100% that we haven't gotten this troll yet. What is his name? His name is, his name is Trolladin. Do we have any Trolladins? Pets. Troll. Nope. Alright, let's go get ourselves a Trolladin. Go to PvP shop. Go to pets. Go to buy the Trolladen. Do you want to buy the Trolladen? Confirm. And, oh, it even says new right there. But there we go. We now have both of them. We have the Gladiraptor, which, what's the easiest way to go check this? I guess, let's see, put that over there. Grab all pets. There's the Trolladen and Raptor. Yep, there he is. We got them both. Okay, let's go upgrade the other guy. So we have gotten every possible PvP pet that you can get this week without spending money. There we go. Which is only 2 of them. But there we go. Another little upgrade. Got a little bit of extra thingy here as well. Not much, but, you know, adds up. 5 gems to put in the pile. Not much, but hey, our gem stack needs it at this point. Why do we care about the PvP pets? Completionist sake. It also makes PvP ever so very small quicker. Like, we're talking, like, the most minuscule of quicker. However, it does make some of the teams a little bit easier. And if you're farming them for more silver marks, then it kind of works out. But it's mostly for completionist sake. There's a lot of pets here. Actually, we can see what all of them are. I haven't even bothered checking these yet. We have one for Goblin. Oh, gosh. Taurus. Urska. Elemental. Oh, gosh. Undead. Mech. Construct. Daemon. Daemon again. What? Wait, Daemon, but different location? What? Same bonus, but different location. Interesting. Merfolk. Green. Centaur. Monster. This looks like dragon if I've ever seen one. Dragon. Orc. Dwarf. What? What? How's this the dwarf pet? I think there's a slight mismatch somewheres here. How is this Zolkiri spider pet dwarf? I think they might have mistyped somewheres here. That definitely seems like that should be Zolkiri or, what's their typing? Fae? Dark elf? Fae? Elf? Elf. It would be elf bonus. It'd be either, Zolkiri or, elf bonus. But, why on earth is that dwarf? Cinema Mirage. That one makes sense. Oh, sorry. These are the starry pets. Starry. Here they are. War Gear. And Fae. And that's all of them. Because we're still missing 5 starry pets. Because they haven't existed yet. Anyways. Alright. So, next order of business. We're done with everything PvP related for the rest of this week until tomorrow. Let's go and, I guess clear out a few of the dailies. Do I need his pet? I don't. Okay, perfect. Alright, let's go do, dungeon real quick. Anything good? Oh? Oh? Aw. So close. Luckily that trap does nothing. The Spider Dwarf does whatever Spider Dwarf does. Yeah, that one's slightly wrong. It's a spider pet from Zolkiri that gives a dwarf bonus. There are 0 dwarfs that reside in Zolkiri. They need a week-long vault event. They haven't done one in years. They have done longer vault events before, but it's been a long while since they have. They've also done holiday ones out of nowhere before, which if they were to do that, they would do that either this weekend or next week's weekend. Currently, there's none scheduled, but you never know. Oh no, I needed that. Yeah, we are still in Vault Weekend for, what, 6 more hours? So, still got plenty of time. How much of that will we be able to grind? Not sure, but we're definitely going to be running like an hour and a half of Paloozas this stream. So we'll be able to get that in. And that should get us to our goal of 300. Might do a little bit more after, but we'll probably just end it there. If we do a little bit more, it'll just be later tonight. Unless I take a nap. I might take a nap just to get the weekly video out a little earlier. It's because I want to be ahead of the curve on everything I need to get done on Monday. I have a ton of stuff I need to do Tuesday morning and afternoon. Did we get anything here? Hey, we did diamonds. Nice. You know what? We'll go grab this. There we go. Alright, so, next thing. I guess adventure board. Anything good today? No. Okay, well, goodbye, adventure board. Complete a delve. Interesting. Sure, we'll go do one. I generally skip this daily these days, but we'll go do it in like a minute. I don't see why not. This is the daily I've been super neglecting, and it ever so occasionally tells us to go do it. And then we go do it, but it takes like 1 minute. At least with the quick kill method. If you just do like the rush quick kill method. Literally a minute to get this done. We're already halfway done with it. It's that quick. And I already have a rowing team always ready to go on this. That's not enough damage, is it? It isn't. Didn't think so. Unfortunate. If that wasn't a mythic, it would have. And there we go. It's already done. Well, not already done, but after this fight, it will be. Come on, full mana, full mana, full mana. Nice, perfect. And it's over. As soon as you claim the chest is when it activates. And that is delve completed in like a minute. There we go. Easy as that. And set up the next one for whenever we need to do it again. Alright, we're out of here. Alright, next. XP booster, done. Oh, don't I have an XP booster in my mail? I should probably do that. Oh, wait, I don't. Oh, wait, we actually used that yesterday's XP booster? Interesting. I'll just stall it, I guess. I'll just run it while we're doing the vault thingy today. I might just do that, actually. On our first Palooza, I'm just going to run an XP booster on it. Alright, that's every daily except Underspire. You know what? At this point, I might as well just do Underspire. I already came this far. Might as well keep going. Let's go do the Underspire daily, I guess. And I don't think we can change our team. After this, we can just run Palooza and everything Vault event related after this. And finish out the Vault event. Because we finished every other goal we wanted to do this week. All guild related events are done. Got everything we wanted from PvP, which was 2 of the silver pets. And yeah, just kind of got everything done. Worked out pretty nicely. And now the only thing left is finish out the Palooza. Or the Vault event, whatever you want to call it. Let's see, can we first try the boss room? It's been a while since we last first tried the boss room. You know you want to. Save us some gems. Still gonna use some for dead end rooms, of course. Even if this is a perfect, I'm still spending 50 gems, or possibly even 150 to go find some dead end rooms. At least 50, though. Like, if this is not a dead end, we're spending at least 50 to go find it. Oh, an extra turn. Nice. The value. I want those, but I can't take those. Which I can't really take anything. Come on, so close. Let us do something. I kind of want to move this, but I know for sure he's going to take it next turn. Oh. Aw. Well, that's fine. Him dying actually isn't too big a deal. Ooh, I need that next turn. Kind of sad. We're almost dying here ourselves. We should maybe make the team a little bit safer now that we're this deep. Oh, wow. We actually got a first try. Wow. I was not expecting that. Well, good thing we didn't spend more torches that one day. Gosh. Now, a moment of truth, though. Should I make this into something safer? I really should. What do I do? Just put a hero in there? What do I need here? I could... Actually, we could have been technically doing that the whole time. I can replace last slot with a pure purple weapon that does that death mark mechanic. And just hope we get some random death marks. Alternatively, we could just put Archmages somewhere really safe. Have only one dragon. Offset it with a purple weapon like Black Manacle or whatever we're allowed to run, because I don't think Black Manacle resides here. We're running with like any weapon we're allowed to run. And then that becomes the team. I might just do that. Might just do that. It's gonna be a lot safer. Also, hello, Chad. Welcome, welcome. All right. So you're still gonna die. However, we're gonna go Archmagus, and we're gonna go any weapon that isn't useless. Hey, we can run the Prismatic Orb. Life and Death's interesting. Mirror's also interesting. Gonna run a Sun and Moon, I think. I kinda want a resummon weapon. If we were, what do we even have as an option? Not that one. Ooh, it'd have to be Emerald Blade. That's not ideal. I just want to run Sun and Moon, to be honest. Or run as Archmages. Which is from the Kingdom as well. Alright, I'm fine with that. Kill the Silver Dragon. Do these two. Keep poking them. Infinite loop or infinite tank with life and death. Put you there just so you can tank for him. And we got ourselves a team. Let's roll with that. Seems fine. Just want to make it a little bit safer. Oh, also, for anyone who was wondering, no, they did not fix the Rubraf battle. Someone asked that earlier. But if any of you put your bets on they didn't fix it, you are correct. That is the statistically higher one to ever vote on. Did they fix something? The answer is no. Alright, let's go take the purple. Yeah, everyone who voted no. Well, we didn't technically do a poll for, but we did ask at one point. Yeah, anyone who subconsciously voted no, you are correct. Though you had like a 99% chance you were going to be correct. Let's see. I'll take that one over, I guess. Oh, did we just get a triple Doom Skull from Sky? Wait, did I see that right? What? Do we have like Doomstorm or something? How did we just get a triple Doom Skull from Sky? Unless I'm seeing things. We have to have had like a... Oh, do you do... No. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it was probably triple Doom Skull from Sky. That's still pretty rare, even with Doomstorm, though. But yeah, I think that was from Doomstorm off of our hero, but... Even in that situation, that's still kind of rare. They're not as common as normal skulls, even when you have the storm active. They're more common than normal, but they're not that much more common. Oh, I needed that purple. I was about to use that for a ton of value. Poor Red Dragon not getting any love. For what event? I can't really run it right now. We'll be using it plenty next week. We're probably going to have a red restriction. I'm probably going to bring out the Infinite Loop Red Dragon team. And we got an ingot, but I don't have a number that I need to update anymore, so... Yay! I don't need to update every time we get a useless ingot. Let's go take out the final fight, which is the main team I actually wanted to revamp this team for. It wasn't necessarily for the one we just did. It's for this one we're about to do right now. This one's the actual threat. Wait, can we do anything with those purples? Well, we can after he just created a billion of them. Can I move that? I guess. Doesn't really do anything for us, though. But it makes it so he does less. So I like after we got rid of the other Amethyst, the other battle, we didn't even need to, like, do anything with him. Like, him alone was already enough. You know what? I'm gonna throw down just a blank Life and Death in hopes that Deathmark just randomly gets a kill. Like, it's going to eventually happen, right? If you just use it enough times, it will eventually kill something with Deathmark. See if we actually get one. Because one of those threats is very threatening. Let's see, can we get ourselves a Deathmark kill today? Oh, not if you did that much damage, we're not. And we won. I like the second we get rid of the second Amethyst, we don't even need a second one. The first one just never dies. Yeah, 100 Dragonite for that. I forgot that gets double 2. We get the extra 50 Dragonite. Extra 20 diamonds. And the whole reason why we actually do it. The second Orb of Minions. And there we go. Alright, well, we got 5 torches. Technically 10, because I'm going to buy at least 50. I don't think I'm going to buy the other one, but we'll spend 50 gems in order to find some dead ends. We got 10 torches. Let's go find some dead ends. And then we'll go run Palooza the rest of the stream. And hand out a few codes. Alright, what do we need? What do we need? Oh, yeah, I forgot we switched our team still. That's fine. We could switch back to double Amethyst, but at this point... that's not good. One other interesting effect about web, you actually can't gain magic while webbed. So we actually can't keep boosting our value up like you normally be able to with this team. Or worst comes to worst, we're not going to lose this battle. It's more so a matter of losing or winning it winning it slower. This particular situation will not actually result in a loss. Yeah, we'll take that. Why not? I would even get some extra life and death value in there. Come on, get the death kill. No! I didn't mean on us. Or was that him just sculling us? It might have just been a standard skull. Oh, give me red and purple. You did red. That's the wrong color. Bit of the wrong color. Well, worst comes to worst, life and death will eventually win. That's why it's there. Her being entangled, actually that does do something. It affects the level at which she summons your troop. To be worse. I forgot, we can't actually target the other guy, can we? I was going to do that for a second, I was thinking in the back of my head, like, he probably has, stealthy. And he did. Alright, well, I guess we're going down the very slow kill with life and death route. But hey, at least it will never die. Speaking of which, we had the event for it this Tuesday, too, so it's actually a pretty fresh weapon. Last Tuesday event was when you were able to get it. There we go, that's what we're looking for. Double dead end room. Unfortunately, tier 2 double dead end room, but I'll take it. I'll say anything to get us closer. You wasted 2 lanterns today due to losses? Oh no! I actually haven't lost a single lantern fight on stream yet. The only time I lost was when I wasn't paying attention while on vacation on the very first time because I was seeing family. That was the only time we've ever lost lanterns so far, luckily. But you gotta be really careful with Diamantina on that final fight. There's a few others as well, but particularly that final Diamantina, especially depending on what the restriction is on the given week, it is actually really strong. For a second I thought I used a lantern because I was talking about them. Okay, good, I am using just a torch. Also, he's got a guard token. I didn't even react to it. It is so pitiful. Actually, I only got 1 mimic all day while farming. And I was thinking about saving it for the stream. But then I saw the loot, and I was so glad I didn't save it for the stream. I got a double guard. I was going to save it for the stream if it became a 5 times. But I only got 1 single mimic all day, and it was a single, or, you know, a double guard token. 1 single one extra. So pretty pitiful. Speaking of which, so far, our dead end rooms are also pretty pitiful. We're all over double dead ends, or did we literally scout everywhere that I can't even find a double dead end? Have we scouted that much this week? That we don't have a single double dead end ready to go because I already got them all on exit? Because from what I'm looking at right now, it sure looks like that. Where's all my double dead ends? We've literally scouted the whole place. Wait, really? What is my layout? Oh, there's one. Why is my layout so weird? We only have like 3 paths we haven't gone down. Maybe 4. We only have 4 paths we haven't gone down on. Huh. I'll take this double. It's probably not double dead end, but it shouldn't take that many to get somewheres. Hello, Brimming. Hello, Emanator. Hello, Mini. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. This Vault Weekend, drop Dragonite enough. You got your second Gem Dragon. Nice. Yeah, you can stack up quite a bit of Dragonite during this event. All for free, too. There are some ways to spend resources to get them a little bit quicker, too, during the event. Like if you find them from merchants and stuff. But even just the free ones, you can start stacking up a lot of them during Vault events. Way cheaper than you normally would be able to. It doesn't require as much luck. While you do still need some luck to get them, it's not as bad as like getting a perfect dungeon. Ooh, that's what you want to see. Come on, please be double dead end. This is the exact kind of path we want to see right now. If you ask a question again, would you actually answer it? That depends. What was the question? Hey, dead end room. It depends heavily on what the question is. You get better gnome drops. Oh, it's a Gems of War question. I thought you were going to ask something dirty. Thinking of switching your farming to Explore 12 to get Dragonite. Not sure if it'd be worth it. Well, that only affects if you're doing Paloozas. If you're not doing Paloozas, a Dragonite Gnome has the same drop on Explorer 1 as it does on Explorer 12. Unless you mean specifically Paloozas. Because they have the exact same drop table on Explorer 1 and 12 if you are doing it non-Palooza'd. If you're doing it on Palooza, then yes, I guess you could, but you have to sacrifice a lot of Palooza value to do so. How close are any of these to being a room? That one's a 0 off. Or a 1 off, depending on... Yeah, non-Palooza, yeah, it's quicker to get Dragonite Gnomes on Explorer 1. Because they have the same drop table on Explorer 1 as they do on Explorer 12. Oh wait, this one could be it. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one you shouldn't have to go as deep on. The only problem is if I go for that, I won't be able to go for the other one. That's easier. Let's see, do we even have enough torches? Yeah, there's only 3 left I can even go for, unless I'm missing one. There's this one, which is the furthest away and the deepest. There's this one, which is also... Actually, there's 4. There's this one, which has a similar issue to the previous one. There's this one, which we're already 3 deep. And the furthest it can go is another 3. Likely only 2. Potentially even 1. And then there's this one, which is in the easiest category, but it's not that deep. But we know for sure it's going to dead end, because we don't even have the merchant to go find. Have I found the merchant in that section? That's something else to put in consideration. Have you found the merchant in the area? Because if you found the merchant in the area, you can't re-find a second merchant. So taking dead ends in that area becomes a little bit more valuable if you're looking for dead end rooms. In all fairness, I think we found the merchant in like every area except the last one. But let me just double check. Have I found the merchant in the purple area? That'd be between purple and blue. Yes, we have. So you know what? I'm actually going to take this one then. Because we know for sure we can't get merchant. We know that for sure in the first area too, but I want to take this one in case it double dead ends. As this one's actually more likely to double dead end than the one in area 1. Based on where it is. But yeah, you can non-Palooza farm Dragonite just by spam using Dust Devil or similar quick kill teams on Explorer 1. It gives you the full amount of Dragonite. He's like 20 to 100 drop table. You're realistically only going to see like 1 or 2 Dragonite Gnomes an hour though. I mean, this was the double dead end room I was talking about. We know for sure left is already going to dead end. Down could still go 1 more before dead ends though. Hopefully one of these 2, if not both of them, are a dead end room. And that's why we went this way. Yeah, a lot of blue. Luckily, we do actually use that color. Oh, I just realized he's submerged. This could be annoying. Luckily, we do have life and death, which does actually bypass it. And you know what? Now would be a great time to get a death mark kill. I was wondering why. Oh, wow, we actually did. I was wondering for a second why he didn't get it, but yeah, he is impervious. Wow, he actually died to death mark. Hey, there's the dead end. No one was expecting it, though, but I'll take it. Alright, this is the last room we can take. Unless this drops this double torch or something. This is the very last room of Under Spire. And then we'll go hand out a redeem code. And then the rest of the stream, we can go run Paloozas and see what we can do all 4 Volkies and everything. That's pretty much the game plan. Because we would have completed every other objective. We got the PvP pet. We got every weekly done. Every daily done. PvP pretty much fully finished unless we want to still try for leaderboard, which I'm probably not going to bother with. Because the amount of extra loot for how much time we'd have to put in just doesn't really add up. Alright. Final thing in Under Spire, unless we get double torch here. It is not double torch or anything useful. And there's nothing left I could do with 1 torch. Other than peek at the disappointment. That would make us waste another 100 gems. But yeah, we nearly full scouted the place. The only paths we haven't done is this one to the left. Which likely goes a few rooms deeper. This one to the left. And this one to the left. However, this one to the left is almost guaranteed goes to Merchant, so there's no point even doing that. So realistically, there's only 2 paths we haven't taken. This one and this one. Because there's a 100% chance this leads to a Merchant. There is a potential that it leads to a double dead end, and one of them is Merchant and the other one is, you know, a dead end room. However, we know for sure that this will lead to Merchant, as we have not actually found the Merchant in the final zone. But anyways, there we go. Under Spire completed. Oh, one thing I should go check, though, before I do. Did I claim the free lantern this week? I'm pretty sure I did. Especially since we had the patch and I wanted to grab it beforehand. But yeah, there we go. Just making sure. Sometimes I forget to grab it. Because before I was like deliberately delaying it so I wouldn't accidentally use it. But now we're actually stacking them. So I still sometimes forget to go grab it. Even though I should be grabbing them immediately every time now. Since we're stacking them anyways. Because the reason for not taking it initially before was just to make sure we didn't accidentally use our lantern. But now that we always have lanterns on hand, it doesn't really help anymore. So we should start going back to taking them immediately, which I have been. Anyways, let's go ahead and code. And then I guess we're running Palooza the rest of the stream. See what we can get, go from there. Probably hand out 2 codes. One right now and one a little bit later. Yeah, I believe that's the very last objective we have right now. And how many are our Volkies right now? We're at 136 and... math. We started at what, 28? 15. Oh yeah, so that didn't go up, obviously. We didn't really run anything that really would. But yeah, we're at 136 and 15. Counting pity, we're at like 180. Which means I have to do about 6 to 7 Paloozas. 6 if we go on drop rate, 7 if we go a little dry. Though the good thing is, I have exactly 7. So unless we go really, really absurdly under drop rate, that will pretty much guarantee be there. 6 should be able to do it, but we have the 7th backup. And that's the game plan. Anyways, code time! And definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. Here you guys go. Here's the redeem code. We'll have another one in a little bit. Use on gemsofwar.com for the game code section. Your invite code is in the settings menu. Redeem code is right over there in chat. In any second now. There we go. And it gives same loot as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. Alright, let it begin. Let's go head over to games. Oh, I should probably make sure I'm on the right team. Because I think I'm still using the verse farming team. Whereas I should be using the other one. This one. So why was our team set to Zolgoth? What were we just doing that required Zolgoth? I guess technically dungeons. That actually counts as a switch? I guess it does. And I use this genie. Alright, let's go run some Paloozas. Make sure the timer is timering. The timer is indeed timering. Alright, we're going to need to run about 6 or 7 Paloozas, which means we're here for about another 2 hours. Or at least an hour and a half. Yeah, let's get rolling. It'll be a bit of a longer stream. But we do not end until our total Volkey number is... oh yeah, I need to go do an XP boost on one of them too. Yeah, we do not end until our total Volkey number is 300. Between Volkeys, Epic Volkeys, and Pity. And once they are, we'll call it there. But that does mean we have to do a little over an hour and a half of Volding. And that's how we'll end out our Vold event then. Because after that, I'm probably going to take a nap. Or just head to bed for tonight. After a quick snack. I'm actually a little munchy right now. I'm not sure what I want. Actually, I'm not even sure what we really have these days in the house. Something else I might need to go food shopping for later. Like, I feel like we always have things to munch on and nothing simultaneously. Like, you know when you look at the fridge and it's like, you look at it and you're not really hungry for anything there. And then you come back later with like slightly lower standards. And you do that like a few times. And eventually you find something in there. Let's see. We'll throw that down. But yeah, since we didn't do as many Paloozas the other day, we're actually only halfway there. Luckily, we already have them all farmed, so we don't need to do any of the verse farming for it. Otherwise, this would take forever. We'd be here for like 4 hours if we had to. Or at least 3. But, should only be like hour and a half to 2 hours. Since we already have them all good to go. It really comes down to if we get lucky or not on them. Your sister got a subscription service that sends boxes of snacks from all over the world. That sounds interesting. I don't think I would ever do that, though, because there's so many things... Well, not so many things I can't eat. But like very specific things I can't, and I wouldn't know like what the labels would be. So I can't really do something like that. Because there could easily be ingredients I'm allergic to in them. You do basically have to not be allergic to anything to be able to do that. That or be able to read every foreign language. Or have a really good Google Translate on your phone. Gosh, my finger is getting so tired of clicking today. The amount of clicking it has done is actually physically getting sore. Only about an hour and a half left, though. There's only a bad thing about Vault events. There's a lot of spam clicking. I guess you could spam a little bit less, but I don't know, I just spam click it. Like, you probably can't see how many times I'm clicking. But just in a fight, we already clicked like 30-something times. You don't even really see it like when I'm over the green button. When it keeps lighting up like every half a second. Keep spamming it. Hey, Epic Volky. But most of the farming I did today was on phone. So it's not any less click intensive. Same premise, just on screen. You'll need 3 days to recover from this one. Well, in 3 days from now, we'll go do the Pokemon stream. So perfect timing. Oh yeah, that's something else I should ask. Is there anything interesting that we could do co-op for in the new DLC? Or have you gotten that far yet? Have you seen anything that looked like co-op would work for it? Because I kind of forgot. That game is like kind of made around co-op, isn't it? I'm not sure if the DLC they added anything for it. But have you seen anything that looks like we could co-op on? Because I didn't even think about that, but that's another factor that the DLC might have. They leaned pretty heavily into that game. Because the first DLC didn't really have anything for co-op. I guess you could have technically explored that one new area, but, you know, nothing really new content-wise. But if you did, you're not spoiling. Well, I guess I'll find out on Wednesday. Oh, so we need to start opening these Volkies soon. I am going to save at least 100 of them for Christmas night, though. And hand out a ton of codes Christmas night while we open some Volkies. We also will have the 2019 Christmas pet to hand out on Christmas night. Not Christmas Eve, but Christmas night. The actual 25th night. Not to be confused with Christmas Eve. But the actual night of Christmas itself, we'll hand out the 2019 Christmas pet and a few other codes. Other than a New Year's stream, it'll probably be the last stream we do where we hand out multiple codes as well. I'm not sure if I have enough codes to keep handing out multiple. We're just starting to get somewhat low. Not like low, but enough that it might eventually reach 0 soon. We had the same problem last month. Need to stagger our keys a bit more. Wait, did I just get an Epic Volkey from a Dragonite gnome? No, we can't. They fixed that bug. I got Epic Volkey from one of them. Oh no, the triple mech. At least there's a glory in there. But yeah, what I ended up saying the other day, or the other week, ended up coming true too. Well, I did farm this Vault event a decent amount. We definitely didn't do it anywhere near as much as we would have if we still need the Dragonite Gnomes. Or the Dragonite, you know, the Celestial Dragons. I still never covered a video for them. Actually, both the two troops I haven't covered a video for. The, oh gosh. Why did I forget his name? The mythic we got from this current campaign and Stellar Axis. We have not covered a video on yet. Still need to. Stellar Axis being the more important one. I still want to cover one for the other guy, though. We can get around to it. I already have all the teams saved for him, pretty much, too. Just need to want to build one more before we cover him. He was a bit disappointing. He wasn't useless. I just don't see too many use cases where we're going to bring him out. It's just too much of a Fountain of Stars issue. Yeah, Kronos, that's the one. His ability and premise is really good. And what his unique trait does is actually really interesting for the future. Not specifically on him, but future troops that get what his trait does. Because, unless I'm forgetting one, his final trait is unique in the entire game. And that actually triggers every extra turn rather than on board extra turn. Like when you hit 4 times, 5 times, it simply triggers every extra turn, even if it's just off an ability. Or an hourglass or similar things. Which that mechanic in the future is very, very, very absurdly strong. Especially if put on a better effect than 4 times enchant. Because 4 times enchant doesn't gain any benefit from multi-triggering. Whereas there are a lot of things that do. Also, imagine that is how we get the next Dust Devil team. Imagine if they add a troop that does 5 damage or more to all enemies every time you land an extra turn. They would never do that. It would basically just be stronger Ironhawk. Unless they made the number smaller, like 3 or 4. But not just on cast. But simply every single time you did any amount of extra turn. Because there are things that can multi-extra turn, of course. Like things that can extra turn both off their ability and on the board. And both of those would trigger it. As well as the board control landed multiple. Like you landed 5 times into 4 times into another 5 times. Each individual one would trigger it. Yeah, a lot of weird things you could do with it in the future. It really just depends what kind of effects we get with it. Or if we just keep getting useless ones like 4 times enchant. Not that 4 times enchant is bad. But compared to what it could be, it's bad. Like, the effect itself is good. It's just, compared to what the effect can do, it's not as good. Also, we've got a Mimic. Somehow, I don't know how. That's the second Mimic I've seen today, and they were both today. One off stream earlier today, and another one right there. It's really weird, because we should have seen at least like 4 Mimics by now. With how much we've played. And not a single one of them was a 5 times Mimic yet. Also, I still haven't gotten another one of those troops in like a year and a half at this point. The ones that you get from Explore 12. In all fairness, it's mostly because the whole last year we've done like 0 Explore 12. That you can get on any level Explore, just less frequent. But, or you know, the chests are less frequent. The actual drop rate of it's the same. Who knows, maybe today's the day. I don't really need it, but I don't have 4 copies of it yet. I only have 2. It's actually the hardest troop in the entire game in the current state of the game to get 4 copies of. As far as mythics are concerned. Unless I'm forgetting one. But I'm pretty sure it's the hardest mythic in the game, not only to obtain 1 of, but also, of course, to obtain 4 of. Because these can be different for some. Some can be really hard to obtain 1 copy of. For example, Stellarix. Stellarix is really hard to get 1 copy of, but really easy to get 4 copies of. Relative to how, you know, the difficulty of the one. But every single time you need to get a copy of the Horde Mimic, it is equally difficult. Whereas some mythics like Stellarix, the first one is really difficult, but then every subsequent one is super easy. It's not the case for the Horde Mimic. Each one's just as hard as the first one. Which is why we only have 2. I still feel like that's honestly probably the hardest achievement to get in the game. I'm surprised it's actually that high. Like, the amount of achievements that aren't done compared to that achievement is actually staggeringly high. People are either getting really lucky, or there's a lot of people who did a lot of Explore 12 in the past, or still do. Because this is actually surprisingly higher than, like, things that I would assume would have been, like, so easy to do. Oh, so there's a little mini spider that made a web, like, right above this area, and it's been paranoying me because I never got him, and I have no clue where he is. But one day, he made a web above me. And it was outside of my range of being able to get it. And it's like one of those microscopic ones. Like, we're talking, like, literal like, it's such a small dot, you can't even see it. Well, I only could because the light was, like, shining on it just right. It's one of those, like, super microscopic ones. But somehow he made a gigantic web above me. I don't know how. Like, the web is literally bigger than how much web he could even hold in his body. He's been making it over multiple days. The corner spider had little ones? No, the corner spider's been gone for a while. I'm not sure where he went. There's currently no corner spider. Which I haven't had a corner spider in months. I just have a above head spider now. Lurking. Menacingly. Wow, we just got 2 epic Volkeys in a single drop. We never got the quad epic Volkey yet. I think our best is either 2 epics with 2 Volkeys or 3 epics with a Volkey. I can't remember which, 1 to 2. But I know for sure we've never seen the all-elusive 4 epic Volkey. It's possible, though exceedingly unlikely. It turned into the spider dwarf? Yeah, it'll probably fix that in a couple weeks. Oh, this is a really good final fight. Glory Gnome into 3 souls. Would be better if more of them were glory, but that's fine. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, wow, really? They all dropped 1,000. Which for Glory Gnome is high, for the other 3 are low. All 3 of my souls low rolled and my glory high rolled. Wait, I want to take a screenshot of that. That's really funny. Yeah, they all rolled 1,000. And for glory, that's really good. But for souls, it's really bad. But hey, I'll take it. At least the more important one rolled the higher number. What's up, girl? Hello, Keycolier. Welcome, welcome. We're currently running a bunch of vaults. Oh yeah, here's the redeem code we handed out earlier. We'll have another one a little bit later to stream. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, 2,500 gold. Exactly 15 minutes ago, because that's how long the Palooza took. Alright, let's go update our number, and let's keep track of this. Going one by one. Slowly but surely, we shall reach our goal. Ooh, once again, glory key's a little low this time. Unfortunate. Not by much. We're down a few. I put that in there, put our other number in. What do we need for the other one? Epics. Start at 18. Or sorry, 28. Which means we're at 19 right now. Oh, wow. Yeah, we did really good on epics, though. No wonder why the other number was so low. That's why we're keeping epics in our tally this time. So counting pity, should be at almost 200 right now, right? Because we're at 29, 29 into that, is 48, 48 into that. Oh, we're exactly at 200 right now. We're at exact 200. 2/3 the way there. Let's go to the last little third, which will take about 5 Paloozas. As we got unlucky, in which case we'll require another one. But that's why we have the other one. We have exactly enough. There should be 5 if we get on drop rate or better. And if we get unlucky, it'll require 6. Let's go find out. That's where we're currently at. Oh yeah, I need to keep remembering. Oh wait, I still have a... Oh no. I have a... I need to remember 2 things on our next rotation. I need to remember we have a Mimic in the other location I need to go kill. And I need to remember to go use our XP boost on our next Palooza. I need to remember both those 2 things. As I have just forgotten both those 2 things. Simultaneously by clicking this. The toilet spider. I actually do check a lot of times under the toilet before I ever use it. I have never once seen a spider there, though. But I've seen other bugs there. Never a spider, specifically. I don't feel like they really like that area. Though I do know someone who, a very big spider ended up taking over their toilet. But as far as any toilet I have ever checked, I have never once seen a spider there. There's a few other bugs occasionally. Spiders don't really like it, like, right under the seat, normally. Not the kind of areas they go to. The goblins living in your toilet scare the spiders away. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to our Volky luck. We're actually 8 down right now, compared to how many we should have. Though I guess it kind of evens out because we're up by a few on epics. As I think I mentioned it earlier, I'm finally going to a movie theater again after like 5 years. Good to see the Wonka movie. I still haven't looked into anything that's about. I guess this is the best way to go into a movie. Not sure if it's even any good. But I'll find out. But yeah, honestly, I have not gone to that mall or that movie theater since pre-pandemic times. Because I've just had no reason to. When? This Tuesday. Also because the theater by me in the mall has, not only do they have discount first showing, but they also have discount Tuesdays. And both those discounts stack. So if you're gonna bother going to a theater near me, like, there's no reason to go on any day that isn't the first showing on Tuesday. I think it's like less than half price. Like it's almost like 60-70% off or something. The trailers for the movie look good? I haven't even seen any trailers for it, I don't think. Yeah, I'm going to see it with my mom. Little family trip. We haven't gone to see a movie together in, honestly, almost like a decade, I'd probably say. Maybe not that long. It's been a while, though. Doing it for the holidays. Since on the actual holidays, we're busy doing other stuff. Hey, another double epic Volky. That's the second one to stream. Ooh. Making a comeback. You know what other thing I haven't done since pandemic that I really should go do? Which honestly, while we're out, we might go do even. A all-you-can-eat sushi place. Haven't done that a single time since pandemic. Obviously, you definitely wouldn't want to do that during pandemic. But afterwards, it kind of broke the habit. Because I used to do that probably several times a year. I know when I was in New Jersey, that was almost like multiple times a month kind of thing. But yeah, I haven't done that either in like years upon years. There's a lot of habits that the pandemic ended up just completely breaking. And I never went back to doing a single time. I don't know. What good movies even came out this year? Because Disney kind of flopped with everything. I don't think DreamWorks did anything too interesting. What else? I guess there was the Mario movie and the Five Nights at Freddy's movies, but I didn't see either of those. Oh, what else came out this year? I normally just watch animation, however, I can't really think of much else. Yeah, we need to go clear the Horde Mimic and, well, not drop a code yet, so we do need to go drop a code. Yeah, we need a double EXP and Horde Mimic after this one. I'll have the code in a little bit, not quite yet. Definitely sometime before the end of the night. Your fastest gnome farming team, Vinoxia, Malcandessa, Herald of Damnation, and Leprechaun. Oh, you're going for the Vinoxia spam. What battle difficulty are you running that on? Are you going for like one-shot Vinoxia or spam Vinoxia and 2 and like explore 12? A Sushi Ninja with a thumbs up on Infinite Sushi. Honestly, I am considering that when we go out. I'm not even sure if the place is still open, though. They could have shut down. They also probably raised their price, but honestly, whatever it is probably fine. As long as it's not over, like, 15 or something. It was as low as, like, 7 or 8. Like, I know pre-pandemic, I think the highest they got, even with drink, was, like, 10 bucks with drink. If you didn't get drink, it was almost, like, 8, I think. There's cheaper sushi, obviously. But hey, it's still good. Still make it fresh and everything. They don't have a lot of, like, the more exotic stuff, obviously, but, I generally don't even eat most of the more exotic stuff anyways. Like eel eggs or anything like that. Octopus, like, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of it. My sushi consumption is almost all vegetable-based or very basic stuff, like tuna or something. I'm generally not into, like, all the really weird sushis. You'd avoid any place that's sub $10 sushi? Sounds like a big risk. I've never gotten sick at one before. There are definitely places like that that are bad, but as long as you check the reviews and everything, there are some places that still do sub 10 sushis that are good. Or at least back like 5 years ago. These days, that might be sketchier. If a place is still doing sub 10. If you just make sure that they're a pretty roughable place, it's normally pretty safe. Like, I've eaten like 40 times at the one near me and never once got even remotely sick. I've seen some pretty bad ones before. You can normally just check reviews before you ever go. But honestly, there's sketchy stuff that happens at almost any restaurant unless you, like, prepare it yourself. I've worked at a couple restaurants. And gosh, the kind of things that happen back there. Even at places with, like, really good reviews. Still always some sketchy things that happen. We'll both be 30 in November? Oh, gosh. Yeah, we're getting old. You're currently working on the new Pokédex? Yeah, I'm actually not sure what got added. But yeah, that will be one of our goals during the 2 days, is try to finish out the Pokédex. Though since it has home access, it should be pretty easy to just bring everything over if we really wanted to. I'll try to catch most of them in the game, though. I'm starting to run out of room in my boxes, so I'm not sure. I might just do catch and release. Where we catch something and then immediately release it. Because I am running out of storage completely in Scarlet and Violet. I need to, like, reconsolidate every single inventory I have in there. It's just getting way too crowded. I better start scrapping, like, 90% of what I have in Pokemon Home. Do you have a team that can one-shot the Vault team? Yes, but it requires Diamantina. It is impossible, I believe, in the current state of the game to one-shot Vault without Diamantina. You can two-shot it. You can infinite loop it. Which the cheapest way to do that is go get a truffle or two from Amethyrax, that one Mushroom Kingdom. If you go there and get 2 truffles, put a Forest of Thorn on your team, get the Mirage Queen for 50% mana start, you'll be good to go. You can just infinite loop the truffles. But, no, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think there's anything other than Diamantina that can consistently one-shot Volkeys on max difficulty. Oh, no! I just did a battle! I'm not gonna be able to get back in time. No! I don't think we made it. No! We didn't make it. I was too close to the timer. I will remember this time, though. Hey, merchant. I will go remember this time, though, to go do the 2 thingies. So first thingy is Wild Plains. There is a Mimic here. Let's see if we get anything good. Oh, I'll take that one over. Grab our Explosion. Alright, can we get a 5 times here? We did not. At least it's better than double guard. Ah, there we go. Alright, next. What was the other thing I was gonna go do? Oh yeah, I was gonna do an EXP boosted one. Before I do, though, let me do a few fights. Where are we on this one? Yeah, let me do a few fights. Because our shards are pretty much already there. So let me do a few with this. Get to the next section so we don't have to deal with it. Though, then again, when it gets replaced with a mythic, I guess we don't really have to deal with it anyways. Alright, we good? There we go. Get the mythic boss fight out of the way. I don't know, a lot of sushi that I tend to eat, you can't really mess up the cheaper version of, so I don't really mind. Because a lot of cheaper sushi doesn't use anything raw. Most of it. So there isn't really much of an issue there. I do have to say, I hate fake wasabi, though. I barely even like real wasabi, but you can definitely tell when it's fake. Because I absolutely despise the taste of that. But real wasabi is not that bad. I'm not a fan of it. But you could really tell when it's fake wasabi. Let's see, what are we doing here? We did that, we did that, we did that. We did that, that's over. Oh yeah, I was gonna do an EXP boosted thingy. We're on the right team, right? We are indeed on the right team. Alright, let's go do an XP boosted Palooza. Before I do, though, let me go to my tally. See where we're at. Alright, 171. Okay, good, good. We're only one key down. I'm fine with that. What's the other number at? We started at 28, so we're at 22. Oh, wow, we did 3 epics. Alright, so we're in the positive on that one. We overall got more keys than we should have. That's good, that's good. Let's see, we got to 71. So our vault key's not as high, but we did better on epics. And still hit over that 22 threshold. Per Palooza. Alright, let's go. After this next Palooza, we'll go hand out the final code this stream. And then we keep going, because we're not stopping until all the numbers add up to 300. And right now they add up to 53, 100, or sorry, 200 and 23. Sorry, 324. Which means, yeah, 4 more Paloozas is how many we have to go do. It looks like. And how many do I have left? I have 5 left. Oh yeah, we'll clear it for sure. We only need 4 more. We have 5 left. Alright, let's go do it. XP boosted. Yeah, most sushi is raw, of course. A lot of cheaper stuff isn't. And honestly, that's the stuff I almost prefer anyways. So it works out. I'm trying to get to my thing. I'm currently wasting XP bonus here. Because for whatever reason, they have like every tab over top each other. Which is very annoying. Ah, there we go. Alright, let it begin. I don't know, I definitely prefer quantity over quality of food sometimes. Sometimes just eating a lot is good. Actually, I haven't ate at an all-you-can-eat place since pre-pandemic times. Not a single time yet. I do have to say, the higher price all-you-can-eat places are definitely not worth it, though. Because they still have a lot of the same issue. Like, I've eaten at places that are like anywhere from like 30 to like almost $60 for all you can eat, not sushi, but like seafood. And despite how fresh seafood is here, you still have so many issues with food there. Because of them either rushing something out or something similar. Well, it's like 6 years ago. 6 years ago, $7 is way different than now $7. I'm pretty sure they charge like almost 12 bucks now, if not more. Gotta keep in mind, it's like 6 to 8 years ago. Inflation has hit a lot since then. Oh, so it's not all sushi, obviously. Sushi's only just a very small part of what they have. There's a lot of just random filler food. I know some of them have been really horrible, like CC's Pizza. I'm not sure how much they charge these days, but I would say CC's Pizza is actually horrifically bad. You can get like raw dough sometimes and stuff like that. And I don't recall them being cheap. Like, you almost get better quality pizza than, like, if you, like, just bought, like, a frozen one. Their pizza is almost that bad. At least the one near me, anyways. And by near me, I mean, like, a $40-hour drive. I mean, 40-minute, I mean. Not that close. I know, because I actually used to go there a couple times during marching band. Because from some of the competitions, it was like one of the closer places if you really wanted to fill up. And it was never good. I went there probably like 5 times, and I feel like it got worse every time. I was like, oh, I'll give them another chance. It's like, oh, I'll give them another chance. It never got better. But I do have to say, some of the worst all-you-can-eats I've ever had were pretty high-priced seafood places. I've gotten, like, genuinely sick from before. Like, unless all you do is eat lobster tails there, it is not worth the price. Unless every single tray you go up there is, like, 5 dishes of just lobster tails. Or something else that's, like, extremely expensive and hard to mess up. Mr. Z. But no, the main reason why a lot of places can actually get away with that is mostly because they just have a lot of things that are really cheaper. And just try to make it less enticing or, like, limit people from taking too much of whatever the more expensive stuff is. Because a lot of places do that. Where if you start going for too much of what their main item is, they will literally stop you from taking it. Because they will start losing money. Like, quite a lot of restaurants near me actually have that too. Like, almost like a little sushi bar kind of thing. Where just make everything there. The problem is the prices get, like, astronomical very quickly. Actually, the last time I went out for sushi with friends, I think I spent like 40 bucks on what was just like 3 different things. It was a pretty good place though. Like, it was a place that literally just did sushi and nothing else. Like, literally the whole place was dedicated to just sushi and no other item. Like, that's the kind of store that doesn't really exist by me. Like a sushi only place. Because most sushi places that are, you know, like do something like that, they normally have other products rather than literally just like only sushi. Am I talking about Sugami? No, it wasn't a local place. I don't remember what it's called. I think it was family owned as well. There's some place in Chicago. I don't remember its name. Actually, it wasn't in Chicago. It's in a city near Chicago. I'm not sure if they're still open. I'm pretty sure it was family owned because it didn't really seem like a chain name. Because I've never heard the place before. Unless it's only up north or in the Chicago area. Oh yeah, sushi burger place. There's a couple of them near me. You normally get 3 burgers for the price of, like, one of their sushi items, though. I've never eaten at Cowfish, though. But I do know that there's quite a few of them that are like that near me. Sushi burger bars. They're actually pretty common around here. I pretty much never eat at them ever, though. I think I've stopped into like 5 different ones ever in all my time I've been down here. Just because you could easily leave spending like 50 bucks in a few hours. It just racks up so quickly. So I like never eat at them. Actually, I think one of the Super Bowl games, my dad and I actually went to one. Can't remember which one it was. I want to say like back in, oh gosh, it would have been like 2012, 2011. Like over a decade ago. I went to like a sushi bar burger place. I think we spent over $100 before we left that place. But we were there for like 4 or 5 hours. I think they had a special barbecue thing too because of the Super Bowl as well. Yeah, that's something I've kind of missed doing. Eating out. It's just too expensive these days. Better just cooking in. Food in general is just getting way too expensive to even consume anymore. Need to stop consuming substance. Price of everything just keeps going up. Like, I've definitely eaten less in the last year, I feel. Like, if they ever did a poll, like just a wide poll, just like generally speaking for anything, and it was like, have you spent less this year because of food prices? I would definitely be in the yes category. Like, I have genuinely this year spent, or not spent less, but bought in and consumed less food due to the increase of food prices. Which to a degree is kind of a good thing, because I'm eating less, so I've actually been losing some weight this year. That and cutting soda helped a lot. Because I think I was high as almost 230 to start this year. I am down to 210. So I lost like 20 pounds this year so far. Can't really see it since most of my body's not really on screen that much. But I lost about 20 pounds this year. Most of that probably due to cutting soda completely. But part of it's also just from, like, eating less food. And eating healthier, obviously. Not really exercising more, though. That doesn't really change. Just a diet change more than an exercise change. Because I've done, like, no exercises. Not literally none, but, you know. Like, not any more than I needed to. Work picks up your tab. Oh gosh, that must be nice. I have never had any job that has had like that completely picked up the tab for food. I did slightly in high school, to some degree, I guess. Or my boss would take me out occasionally. But it wasn't like I just had a card where I could be like, you know, go to a place and just put it on the tab of like the company. Like, I've never been able to do that. But I've been taken out by my boss multiple times before in high school. I didn't really get to pick the place or anything. But all the food I got there was free. So it's kind of the same. Not, it's like the same thing, but with a middleman. In a sense. Quite literally. Gotta do more Ring Fit? We never did finish that game, and you know why? That game makes you do way, way, way too much squatting. I have no clue who decided that they wanted to make like a mandatory 100,000 something squats in the game. But it's the main reason I've never finished that game. If they removed every squat from that game, I would eventually complete it. But it's just the sheer amount of squatting. Like, I've squatted more for that game than I have my entire life combined. It makes you do that much squatting. It is insane. We always make the joke, especially when we play it, that's just squat fit adventure. Not ring fit adventure. Because I've legitimately, not even like joking, I'm pretty sure I've done 5 times more squats during that game than my entire life combined. It makes you do that many squats. It is insane. I have no clue whose idea it was to add so many squats to that game. But it is way, way, way too many. And a lot of the most powerful moves end up using squats throughout the game as well. But there we go. We got a Volkey and some other things. A little bit of glory, a little bit of souls. That was our XP boosted one, I believe, too. So look at our level. It is slowly getting to 1,900. We won't make it by the end of the year, but we will get pretty close. Like, we might even make it to 1,890 after all the XP boosters and everything. Honestly, not going to be that far. But anyway, let's see what our tally's at and then go give out a code. Though I think we still have a few more Paloozas to go, so not quite there yet, but we're pretty close. We're getting there. What do I need? 28, 24. Oh, so we got exact average. We got pretty much an exact average. I'm actually 1 Volkey down. But otherwise, it's pretty much a perfectly average Palooza. This was 1 less Volkey. So it's technically slightly worse, but it's pretty much on par. Alright, there we go. Alright, also, I haven't been keeping track of how much Dragonite we got. I want to say we got at least a couple hundred. We started at like 2,000 something, so we got almost 400 this weekend. Without even, like, trying to go for them. You do that at work every day? I don't know, I've never really had a job where I need to squat much. I'm trying to think of any job I've ever had. And none of them really required a lot of squatting. Like, I think the one that maybe had the most amount of squatting was, like, flea marketing. Just because moving a lot of boxes around and everything. But beyond that, even that wasn't like that many squats. Like at most, maybe like a few hundred a day. Like a Ring Fit Adventure, it almost makes you do a few hundred every few minutes. Sure feels like it anyways. At least per hour. Like an entire day of flea marketing, you'll be lucky if you do like 200 squats in a day. What am I doing? Oh yeah, we need to go run more Palooza. Oh yeah, I was gonna go do the tally. That's what I was doing. Oh, never mind, I just did the tally. So we're about to go to run a Palooza then. Oh yeah, I was going to head out a code. That's what I'm forgetting. I knew I was forgetting something. We're going to the code. Let's see. Grab this, grab this, grab that. There you go. You have a 110-day limit for lunch? That is insane. You mean like for the whole day, right? Not just for lunch? Oh, no, you have a 110-day limit and lunch is catered. Okay, I see. That's still insane, though. 110 for 3 meals? That is absurdly high. I don't even think I spend that in a week on food. 110 a day. Alright, what do we need now? Let's go and, what are we doing? Let's go run more Palooza. Palooza number, go up. Alright, we gotta do at least 3 more. Potentially 4 if we get unlucky, but probably 3. Let's keep going. About another hour of these left. Which means we're probably going until almost 11 or 10:30-ish, somewhere around there. At least my time. I get another 45 to an hour. I don't know, what are these jobs with these benefits? I need to go get one. That still seems absurdly high. 110 just for food a day? Or is that for all expenses like gas and travel and everything? Because that would make sense. If it also includes like gas, travel, fees, everything. But if that's just a food cost, that is absurdly high. Just food? That is insane. But honestly, with how food prices are, I almost feel like just growing everything myself. I find it kind of funny, too, because my grandma, who is definitely loaded enough to not need to do so, due to rising prices of food, have actually been growing like a ton in her garden. To try to cut down on food costs. Because she always penny pinches everything. Despite having enough money that she really never needs to ever. But she still does. And one thing that she's been doing is just gardening like a ton. Or as much as she physically can at her age. She's almost 90. But she still loves gardening. Because I went down there last summer, right? Yeah, last summer. And their garden was just completely full. Like pretty much every primary vegetable that you could really realistically grow yourself on your own yard. They don't have a lot of yard to do it with, though, I do have to say. Like, the lot's about an acre big, but the amount of, like, croppable locations is definitely less than an acre. Like, way less than an acre. Oh, so how big even is an acre now that I think about it? I'm not sure why properties are, like, measured in that measurement. Because I actually don't know how big an acre actually is now that I think about it. Despite having lived in multiple properties that have acreage or acreages is multiple acreage. Whatever acreage is plural. Acreages. What is acreage plural? Does anyone know? It can't be acreages. That sounds like such a weird word. But, I still don't know exactly how big that measurement is. Despite living in multiple properties that have had an acre or multiple acres. Yeah, I guess it is just acres, isn't it? I literally just said it myself. Yeah, it's not acreages. Just acres. Oh, so I'm not sure why. In my childhood, I almost always lived on corner lots. I think every house I lived in, from like 8 years old to almost like 12. Which doesn't sound like that long of an age range, but that was like 3 different houses. Like every single one of them was on a corner for some reason. Like dead on a corner. Are we streaming until 300 Volkies? Yes. That is the game plan. We've done every other goal we had for this week. Including the 2 PvP pets. You know, the 2 that you can get with silver. The only thing we have not done is 300 Volkies. And that's counting pity and counting volts. Or, you know, epics, I mean. Volky, pity, and epics combined. And at current rate, we should need 2 more or 3 more Paloozas after this current Palooza. Depending on how lucky and or unlucky we get. Actually, getting luckier won't make us have to do less, but getting unlucky could make us have to do more. Because we can't possibly get lucky enough to not have to do a whole extra Palooza. But we can get unlucky enough that we do have to go do a whole nother Palooza. Had a date night with your wife. Hope it ended up going over well. How's the Wackanome? Wackanome's going pretty good. So we're trying to hit the 300 Volky number. And we should within the next 45-ish minutes, give or take 15. Depending on if we need an extra Palooza or not. You've not touched the DLC yet? Ooh. Steak dinner. Oh, I actually did have some steak the other day. That's one benefit of my mom's job. Even though they don't get free food, they're allowed to bring some home from some of the services that they have there. And there was this one really nice piece of like New York prime kind of steak or whatever it's called. I forget exactly what it's called. I know what it looks like. It's some form of steak. It's a pretty good quality one. And gosh, is it good. We still have some left too. I had it for dinner tonight and I'll be having it for dinner tomorrow. Just doing up with some asparagus, some garlic, a little bit of soy sauce. It's really good. Yeah, she brought that back. They actually have quite a bit of more expensive stuff this time of year because of all the Christmas parties. Hopefully she'll pick up some other good food. Hopefully a seafood one or something else. Because whatever spare food they have all the way at the end, just give to the workers. Because otherwise they're just going to toss it in the trash. And sometimes it's really, really good food. Other times it's just really basic stuff like, hey, sliders or hot dogs or something. But this time of year, it's normally some pretty high-quality stuff. Because of big holiday parties. We have all these benefits these days. I need to go get a normal job again. I have not had a normal job since, like, 18. It's been a good 11 years. Because I've basically been self-employed since 19. With various things. I do have to say, the funnest one was probably flea marketing. The problem is there's no way to really do that realistically in this area. And you can sell online, but I hate having to deal with stuff like that. Like having to deal with eBay and everything is just way too annoying. Yes, if you're on console, this game still lags like crazy. It should be fixed in an upcoming patch. And that's assuming on PC Mobile, in which case I've really been seeing it lag. Maybe like a little bit here and there. But if you're on console, there is a very big lag issue currently. That will likely be resolved in the next week or two. I said hello, Florian, if I didn't already say hi. Welcome, welcome. But I've been playing on mobile and PC today and I haven't seen any lag. Though I haven't been playing on iOS. I've been playing on Android and Steam. But I believe most of the lag issues that came with the patch are mostly on console versions. Yeah, PvP is definitely the laggiest section. But given that it's a Palooza event right now, or Vault event, whatever you want to call it, you don't really even need to do that much PvP. Hey, verse 3, I need that. Nice. That's the one we actually need. I don't need more to finish a stream, but I do need more just in general, so that is good. Like, we don't need more to hit our 300 Volt Key goal this weekend, but we do need more just generally speaking. Always good to need more of them. He's our lowest gnome currently. I don't mind. Loading times haven't been too bad on PvP. I think the longest I ever had to wait extra was like 6 seconds. It doesn't even happen every time. I feel like it doesn't have to do it like every time it reloads into like the big menu. After doing like 5 fights. I feel like that's when it lags the most, but even that's not too bad. Like a few seconds extra, but it leaves you lingering on that screen. You have lag in every part of the game? Oh, that's interesting. I haven't heard that issue yet, unless you're on console. I have heard a lot of issues with the console version. I haven't gotten to see it myself. Are you on console? Like PlayStation 5, 4, Xbox? Whatever the Xboxes are called these days. I forget all their names. X, Z, Y, whatever the letter they put on them. Oh, you're not? Interesting. I've personally never seen any lag on PC yet, really. Mobile has a little bit on the PvP screens. I'll go check PvP real quick. But I don't know, I go through and I see none personally. Oh, Dragonite Gnome. Why does the Dragonite Gnome never happen in the last minute these days? Like, I would actually take it if it happened in the exact last minute. There we go. Supernova might have a fix for it. I don't really know much networking stuff, so I don't really know how to fix it. My closest attempt to fix something like that is turn the router on and off. Hope it works. Actually, that reminds me, electricity actually went off for me for a couple hours earlier today. We had tornado warnings. I even got an alert on the phone like, hey, tornado warning. There's no tornadoes, though. We got like a huge downpour and windstorm out of nowhere. This is a passing storm or something. Not like hurricane levels, but apparently enough that they wanted to broadcast a tornado warning for a few bit. And electricity went off for like 2 or 3 hours. It was off from like noon until like 3. Oh, this is the final one. Not gonna miss this time. What do we get? Double glory, no minute soul. Or it's double soul, double glory. Okay, that's good. Even better than the other one we saw earlier. Not bad at all. Did we get anything good? We got... Oh! Everyone high rolled except for you. You're the outlier. But otherwise, that's pretty good. 10,000 souls, 1,500 glory. Just from one drop. I remember when that used to be every drop. That was some good times. Some very broken good times. Alright, let's see where the current tally's at. Did we get good luck, bad luck, medium luck? Any other luck? What do we have? 204. Ooh, bad luck. Ooh. Not good. Unless we have like a billion epic Volkeys here. Doesn't look like it. I think we got one. Yeah, we only got one. Wait, no, never mind. Wait. We started at 28. Math. 27. Oh, no, we got 3. Okay, that's a little better. That's a little better. Yeah, we're at 27. So we got a little bit above average on epic Volkeys. Honestly, we're doing above average on epic Volkeys, but our Volkey number just doesn't want to move. But we're getting close. Let's see. We're at, we can do the math right now. We're at 231 plus 34 means, what does that bring us to? Wait, what does that come out to? 34, 45. Oh no, I'm doing it into the wrong number. 61. Yeah, 2 more. We're at 265. Wait, really? Already? That's not too bad. We're at 265. Which means, yeah, 2 more Volkeys for sure. If we got lucky enough on this one, somehow we could get it done in this one, though it's very unlikely. We'd have to average like 30 Volkeys instead of 22. Which is very unlikely, though it has happened before. Gotten almost like 40 from one before. That's an extreme outlier. Okay, yeah. So it's like 2 more then. Oh, 2 more to go. Let's go do it. Soulforge. Second to last Palooza. Go. Activates. Boom. Activated. Yep, second to last one. I know we'll do one more after this one. So it looks like we're going until about 10:30 tonight, looks like. Which is about half an hour from now. Which makes sense because that's 2 Paloozas from now. That'll be the game plan. Go for a little over half an hour. And we'll probably end right there. Once we have them all. What would you craft for your power orbs? You should always go for Zolgoth first. After Zolgoth, you go for Catharix. And after Catharix, you go for Enraged Carandera. And after Enraged Carandera, you never use them again until they have something else to use them on. Because it's a waste to use them on troops. But Zolgoth is by far the always first thing you should use your power orbs on. And power orbs should only be used to Evercraft Mythics. Or boss troops, whatever you want to call them. Make a poll and place bets on Diamantina versus Stellarix. For what? On which one is better? They're both good for different things. Like, neither is better than the other necessarily. I feel like I would use Diamantina more. But neither of them is inherently better than the other. Although I would use Diamantina way, way more than I ever use Stellarix. Not because Stellarix is weaker, but because he's a lot more situational when you can use him. Whereas because Diamantina has the highest one-shot AoE in the game, it's always going to be viable. Until another better AoE one-shotter comes into the game. In which case it will go down in usage like crazy. But I don't see that happening anytime soon, if ever. And even if it does, the thing that replaces it might not be 6-colored. So it'd still be unique in that regard if you need a 6-colored version. Because the new replacement might end up not being 6-colored. It might be a 3-color mythic, of course. We must shout out Stella every time we say Stellarix. What is that reference from? The only thing I can think of is Over the Hedge. I'm pretty sure it came from something before then. I think the skunk in that movie was called Stella and that one cat yells it. But I'm pretty sure that reference is from something even older before my time. But that's the only thing I can remember it from. What's that actually from? Like the original? It's from Seinfeld? When did Seinfeld come out? Like, how old does this reference date back to? $1990s? Wait, streetcar called Desire. Wait, what is that? I know, like, no media before my time, or even after my time. I keep up with nothing. Relinquish our American citizenship. I remember in college, I actually had a class where I had to retake the American citizenship test. It was just like an extra thing we had to do. And I actually did pass, surprisingly. Though I also studied for it. Though I guess if you were to take the actual quiz to get your, you know, American citizenship, you'd probably study as well. But, I don't know, I actually passed it. A lot of people in the class did fail it. It wasn't really something that was, like, graded. It was just, like, something extra. I actually did at the time pass the American citizenship test. If I had to, like, re-become a citizen of America for some reason. Which is funny because I could barely even name like 10 states. Am I originally not from the US? No, I'm from the US. Actually, only pretty recently did I really, like, not be in the US. Like, I didn't leave the US until I was, like, 17. And I didn't, like, leave it, you know. As far as, like, step foot out of the United States, I didn't do it until 17. I haven't left foot out of this time zone until I was, like, 25. I was in the Eastern time zone until 25, and in the United States until, like, 17. It was the first time I ever stepped foot out of it. For any reason. And it was to Canada, which barely even counts. So I've technically almost never been to a different country. Because I don't think Canada counts as a different country. It's just Northern America. Just the north half of America that happens to have healthcare. It's slightly different laws. And it's also a bit colder there. Also, a lot less major cities. Am I in my 20s? Yeah, 29. Still barely in our 20s. I don't feel like I'm almost 30, though. We don't play anything but kids' games? Really? I just feel like we play a decent variety. We just don't always stream them all. And given that our average viewer base is like entirely like almost double our age, we're doing something not kids related, I guess. Like our average viewer age on the channel is like 40 something. Like our under 18 is near non-existent. Our 18 to 25 is like barely a single digit number. At one point it was actually a decimal and not even a single digit number. Like for our gaming channel, we have absurdly low under 25. Like way lower than a gaming channel ever should have. To survive. Like we have absurdly low. It's one of the issues we've always had. Is our under 25 demographic is like literal, like barely a few percent. Whereas the average gaming channel that has like 1 million subscribers is probably like more than 50% kids. Lester, not that kind of adult game. That's too far adult. Pick a middle ground. I don't think I've ever played a single game that is adult only. I can't think of a single one. Most like quests are pretty hidden on the internet, generally speaking. So you wouldn't like naturally find them unless you like absurdly go out of your way for them. Oh, so I'm pretty sure there's more adult-only gambling games than like other adult-only type of games. Just because of how big gambling is online. Better. Oh yeah, I still need to go through my friends list on Steam and clear through like all of it so I can go like add a bunch of people. I haven't touched my friends list on Steam in like almost a decade. Wait, not that long. Like it is completely littered back when I used to do online trading for Dota 2 and a few other things. I did that during my flea marketing times for a few extra $1,000. I still have a lot of stuff I didn't ultimately sell that's probably worth almost nothing, or they skyrocketed to like $1 billion. No, not literally, but for sure no items over $100 if I do still have a few. Because Dota 2 is still really popular. I'm pretty sure a lot of their market, a lot of the items have gone down to cents, and this is like a collector item, which I do have a few of still. Monster Hunter World is 67% off if you want to start early. I'll just wait till the next one comes out in 2025. get the new genuine experience. Who officially names every generation? Because the naming convention is getting really bad now. Wait, is that the most recent generation, Gen Alpha? Is that the one after Gen Z? Also, I just realized millennials are technically Gen Y then. So I guess that generation naming kind of works. Because before millennials, didn't we have Gen X? Which means we had Gen X, then Gen Y, which was millennials, then Gen Z. And then after that, they went Gen Alpha because it just makes sense after Z. Like, that one actually makes sense. Actually, now the whole naming convention actually makes sense. I'm not sure why I never noticed that. I didn't notice that till literally just now. Because millennials are called millennials for some reason instead of Gen Y. Yeah, it's literally Gen X, then Y, then Z, then Alpha. That makes sense. It has always thrown me off because millennials are called millennials. So it never really occurred to me that it's going in a set order. But millennials are never called Gen Y. Like, ever. I don't think I've ever seen that a single time. Even though they are technically Gen Y. Hello, Eric. Welcome, welcome. Oh, you know what I'm going to do after this stream? I completely forgot. I still have leftover Taco Bell from the other day. They have nacho fries back, so I end up going there again for once because it's been like a month or two. And I accidentally ordered a little bit too much. Not that I accidentally did, I just ate more than I thought I could take. And I still have leftovers that I didn't eat. I'm not sure how I forgot about it. Still have like 2 tacos just sitting in there. Probably don't even taste good at this point, but I'm still gonna eat them. Oh, tacos are just like one of those things. They're so good. You're proud of this Vault event? It's the most you ever did? Nice. How many did you go for? Alright, one more Palooza to go. Unless we somehow get absurdly unlucky. This next one should be the last. Oh, we got a 20 gem drop. Nice. Unless we get super unlucky here. Hey, look, our gem number is actually moving up for once. Instead of moving down. What does the mark charm do? It sounds like it def marks everyone. I would advise not buying any charms for PvP, though. Unless it's the Underworld one. But yeah, the mark charm sounds like it just def marks everything. But if you got that for free in Underworld, that's not too bad. But definitely don't try buying it for PvP. Oh. Oh, in the DLC. Oh, they finally did it. They added the mark charm. The mark charm makes it more common that you get a mark on your Pokemon. Which is a cosmetic little tag that you can have that brings out like a certain title when they come out. And trying to hunt for marked shinies is like the new shiny meta. Because, you can only do that in current gen games. So they're considered a lot rarer to go for. Like if you're going to shiny hunt in modern games, you normally want to get the mark shiny. Because you can't get marked shinies in Pokemon Go, and you can't get marked shinies in any older games. Only in Gen 8 and Gen 9. Like the more modern ones. So if you're going to hunt for anything in a modern game, you normally want it to also be marked. Just makes it a little rarer. But anyways, what do we have here? Oh wow, we did really good on keys. Wait, wow, we did really, really good all of a sudden. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, we did. Wow, wait, are we done? Wait, did we just do a vault skip? Wait, what's our number at? Let's see. Let's get our final tally here. Did we do it? Did we actually get the very lucky key out of nowhere? Right at the end? What's this minus 28? Oh no, I might not have. I didn't get any epic vault keys. So all of it was vaults. None were epic vaults. Ooh. Alright, let's see. Let's do the tally. We have 27 plus 231, which is what? 258. No, we didn't make it. We gotta do one more. But that's so close. We're at like 290 something. What is that, 294? We're at 294 vault keys. Aww. So close. We didn't make it though. That's 6 off. Oh, you know what that means? One last palooza. Let's go do it. Let's go do it. We were planning on having to do this anyway, so kind of makes sense. Alright, final one. Final 15-minute palooza. Palooza to end all paloozas, at least this weekend anyways, until next Vault event weekend. Ooh, an epic vault key. Nice. You did over 400 vault keys. And 40 epic vault keys. Nice. Over 1.2 million gold, 1 million souls, 170,000 glory. Very nice. Yeah, it's not normally something I ever keep track of these days. But you get a lot of, well, I guess a little bit of gold, but a lot of souls and glory. You gain an absurdly high amount of souls and glory during Vault events. It's not really a resource you just necessarily think of as like a Vault event resource. But it's one of the things that basically makes it so you don't really need to do soul farming anymore. Like, there's not much of a point in soul farming for like 20 to 50,000 an hour when you can just do some Vault event and just get like literal hundreds of thousands to millions just by farming the Vault event as a passive resource. It's really insane how much you get from them. It's basically the main thing that killed soul farming was Vault events existing over the last couple years. As it essentially made soul farming obsolete. Unless you like literally just started the game, in which case you might want to run like some arena for some souls and stuff. But later in the game, like literally all your soul farming is just do Vault event. And even pretty early on in the game that becomes the case. Because it's way easier just to farm Vault event than it is to get a good soul farming team. And by the time you have a good soul farming team, you can already efficiently farm Vault events. Because the team to farm Vault events is substantially cheaper than the team you need to farm souls. And I'm not talking about the one I'm using now, I'm talking about like Rowan Quick Kill. And something similar. Like that's way easier to get than proper soul farming teams, because most soul farming teams require 1 or 2 Ferris Raws to get the best rates. Like to get 50,000 an hour, I believe still requires double Ferris Raw. Which is double of a mythic that you'd be way better off going double Ironhawk. Actually, Ferris Raw has kind of been like dead content ever since Ironhawk existed. Because it used to be like good value to get 1 or 2 of them pretty early on in your account. But now you want to do that for Ironhawk. You want to get like 2 or 3 Ironhawks instead of 1 or 2 Ferris Raws. Like he's basically obsolete now unless you just get him randomly. Oh wow, 4 Glory Gnomes. Just because double Ironhawk and triple Ironhawk is better value than you would ever get from getting multiple Ferris Raws. Because it's much better to be able to farm every resource in the game rather than just souls. Alright, the final stretch, 12 more minutes. I'll mark the end of our Vault event unless we do a little bit more tonight. Not sure if I will though. Because honestly, I think I might just grab a bite to eat and then I'll just head to bed. So we can get the Monday videos rolling. We do a few other things I need to get done tomorrow. Unrelated to the channel. Mostly related to the holidays. A lot of last minute holiday stuff I've been doing. Actually, I still need to make sure I mail out the cards. I got the cards, but I haven't mailed them out yet. Mostly because they don't pick it up until Monday morning. So I still have until then. Hello, Dimsk. Welcome, welcome. And yeah, no problem for the stream. If you guys still have any other questions or anything you want me to go over in the last 11 minutes, let me know. Oh, you did them all with Rowain? That's pretty good. Yeah, Rowain's slower, but honestly not that much slower. Because one nice benefit of Rowain is you don't have to deal with ever not one-shotting. Like, you don't have to worry about things like Dragonite Gnome or stuff like that surviving a hit. Because Rowain will always have enough damage to one-shot them. So these days, it's honestly not that much slower. Because she doesn't get slowed down by anything. And wins about 4 to 4.5 times a minute. If doing it at maximum speed. Because compared to the team we're doing right now, during a Palooza, the team we're doing right now is only like 5 a minute. Slow down a decent bit by the animations that keep happening at the start of every fight. Like, Rowain in this situation would be about 4 a minute. Whereas this team's 5 a minute, which, you know, it's quicker, but not that much quicker. It's quicker enough that in the long term you would definitely want double Ironhawk. But not so quick that if you didn't have it, it would feel that bad. You're still winning pretty quickly. Is there a Pokebear? I don't know, the closest thing we have is that, like, lunar Pokemon thing. That or Ursa Luna. Ursa Ring, whatever it's called. The whole Ursa line. But doesn't Ursa literally mean bear in some language or some other similar thing? Probably like Latin or something for beer. It's something for beer. Can't remember in what language for what. But Ursa definitely means beer. If Izzy can add you on Steam within 2 minutes, so can I. You know how long my friend ad list is on Steam right now? It would take me over 2 minutes just to find you on the list. Though it would take me about 2 minutes as well. Because I think it's only like 70 something long. I'm surprised it hasn't capped out yet. Like the maximum number of friend requests you could have. Maybe it caps at 100 or something. Because mine's at like 60 or 70 something at the moment. It's everyone I haven't added over like the last 5 years. Ah, it's Latin. There it is. Yeah, I knew it was something like similar to that. If in doubt, probably Latin. I believe Tacit was Latin as well. It's mostly a musical term. Which is how we got the name. We've said the story many times. But the abridged version is, Actually, what even is the abridged version? Even the abridged version is kind of long. But the way that we originally got the name Tacit was when I was competing for percussion, specifically mallets, at my high school. Also did in middle school. But when I was doing in high school, I think it was my junior year? Whatever, it might have been sophomore year. Which one's the very first one? Is it junior? I guess junior. 9th or 10th grade, one or the other. But I was at one of the competitions, and literally the only thing I got wrong out of everything, because they had like a term, like you have to do a couple things, like sheet music reading, and scales, and a bunch of other stuff. And the only thing I ended up getting wrong was one single term out of like the 5-term quiz they have out of like hundreds of musical terms. And I got tacit wrong, which just means silence, like, you know, when you're not playing anything. Very rarely is it actually used ever in music. Instead of just like putting a bunch of like empty space, like the little space bar thing almost. But very rarely is it ever used as a musical term, so I like didn't know what it was. But anyways, yeah, it was kind of a joke because I was always pretty introverted, still kind of am, and quiet. So I got a nickname of just like Tacit, and I just used it for this channel and pretty much everything online. And here we are now. That's where that name came from. Final few minutes. We're almost there. Yet still so far away. Also, a lot of loot to be gained during that time. Also, I just realized the numbers have been overlapping each other probably for the last hour, haven't they? Because our numbers have gotten so wide that the numbers are colliding with the other numbers, and they're both white. You can still kind of see that's a 1, though. You can't really see how many Nomapaloozas we've done, though. You can still see that's a 1. I need to fix that later. I'm not sure how I would fix it other than making the other number smaller, though. Because I'd want to keep the timer probably about the size it is. But as we keep getting the numbers being bigger, it's too wide for its own good. Then I could just call them gap instead of gaps. I'd still need to make it thinner than that, though. You'd always call just epic keys E. And nothing else, just E. Nothing but E. When you need a max a pet, you only get 1 copy. When you don't need to do it anymore, you get like 5. Oh no, it doesn't always happen. It's pretty RNG based. We've gotten quite a lot of copies of ones we've actually need. Like 6 or 7 before. Very rare, but this happened. I believe the maximum you can get is like 10. I don't think anyone ever has, though. The chance of it happening is absurdly rare. Like absurdly rare. Like we're talking very big decimal. Because you have to roll like 10-5% or whatever it is. Simultaneously, which is very rare. I'm actually not even sure what the pet drop rate is for a basket. I want to say it's 5%. It might be as high as 10 though. But whatever it is, you'd have to roll it 10 times in a row. Hey, Soul Gnome actually lived. That's a rare one. Like, it does do that, but that's not too often. It would have to replace a Mythic, I believe. Which makes sense, we were just on the Mythic battle. That would explain why he lived. Alright, the final minute! Any last words? Speak them now. Because once that timer's done, we'll add up our tally, and we'll probably call it a night. Grab a bite to eat, get some sleep. Hey, a curse gnome. If I actually need curse runes, it'd probably hold that. But not worth it. I don't need that many curse runes. Hey, final bite. Oh, no, quick. Oh, no, I'm not even gonna get in there in time. No! How anticlimactic. We didn't even make it. No, I didn't get back in. I could have done on that fight. I thought we could, but no. It was like 2 seconds too short. Oh, sad. Not that big a deal, though. Anyways, what's the final damage? What do we get? What is our Volt event earnings this week? We have 48. Plus whatever pity is. That's not a plus. How many are our epics? We started at 28. We got, we got 30. Got 30 by the end. Nice, easy number. 3 right there, and now let's figure out what our pity is, which should be whatever number this is, 37. Yep, just making sure there's no XP boosters in there or anything weird. Alright, so that means we got the following. There's our final tally. We got 285 Vault Keys, which, yes, that's 300. 285 plus 30, which is 315. We got 315 total Vault Keys, counting pity, counting epic. There we go. It hasn't been done. And just to claim it, let's go claim all these. There's our 37 on it. So fail. No, that counts as 300. That counts for me. 285 is definitely 300. Just gotta add the 30 epics. Honestly, we got pretty lucky on epics this time around. At this current state, we should only have like 27 epics or so. Actually, what would the number come out to? Because for every 10 Vault Keys, or for every 9 Vault Keys, you should get 1 epic. So whatever 248 divided by 9, rounded up or down, either way, would be how many we should have. 248 divided by 9, which means, yeah, I should only have 27 or 28 epic Vault Keys. We got 30. So we actually did do good on epics this time. They're a little below on vaults. Actually, that's not true. Actually, yes, that is true. I should have 260 Vault Keys. I got 248. But we should only have 27 epic Vault Keys, but we got 30. So we got 3 extra epic Vault Keys, but 12 less normal Vault Keys. That's not too bad. We're pretty much on drop rate, just slightly below. Slightly below on Vault Keys, but slightly above on epic Vault Keys. Which isn't too bad. Anyways, guys. Yeah, I think that's it. We could go for PvP leaderboard, but I don't think I'm going to bother. I don't know, did any of you guys make PvP leaderboard on your platform? We're pretty close. We easily could if we spent, like, some of that 3 hours actually grinding for it. Because I'm only, like, 5,000 off. I'm not going to, though. But we easily could, but I'm not going to. It'd be like an extra hour, hour and a half of PvP. And I'm not going to bother doing that tonight. After having to do how much more we're going to have to do next week, I'll just save the grind for next week. Who knows, maybe we'll make top 100 next week. When it actually matters more. Because we actually need to make sure we win top 3 in this league. Technically, we have to make sure we win top 7 or top 6, whatever ends up being. But I'm going to try making top 3 in this league thingy. And this next week, it'll actually probably be hard. Like, you'll be up against actual people and not placeholder things. So, yeah, we're going to do plenty enough PvP next week. I think we'll live without another hour and a half right now. So we'll maybe focus on 100. Yeah, it says 10th place for everyone. It's currently glitched. You're not actually in 10th place. I'm probably in, like, 2,000th place or something. Or somewhere around there. But it shows 10,000th place for everyone. Unless you're in top 100, it does not properly currently show your place. It's a glitch that'll probably be fixed in the next few weeks or so. But yeah, currently every place that isn't top 100 is 10th place, or 10,000th place. Which means I'm actually getting slightly less loot here. Unless it goes down to 10,000, I don't remember. But, yeah, every place currently shows as 10,000 if you're not in top 100. Regardless of where your place actually is. It's a bug that'll be fixed later. Anyways, guys, I'll be focusing on this PvP next week. We'll have a weekly video going up on all the things. We'll probably have a separate one going over all the PvP teams that probably won't be up until Tuesday, but I'll try to see if I can get it out on Monday. No promises, but we'll see. But I'll see if I can get it out on Monday, but realistically it will be Tuesday, so expect Tuesday. But that's pretty much the game plan. Anyways, hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Still like 3 hours left if you want to go do the vault grind, and best of luck VR. I'll catch you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your week. Enjoy the holidays coming up. Goodbye, everyone.